Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the... At their own 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Darius Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, kill!
From the gun, here's Goff. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Steps down. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Chill.
It's P-Ride to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now a carry for P-Ride. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll run it here with P-Ride. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Whoa. Check the backer. Maverick.
Now Pirine. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time. Hey.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, Shell. Watch the out. Slam.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Bang. Hey, 2 kill. 56, right there. 56. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins, and that's complete. It's Sims, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., 57 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Right here.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is gone. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a handoff working right. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Again, gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Haskins to throw it. Jordan Reed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
76. Three down. Hey, Charlie. 56.
Here's Gall. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Gall. That'll be caught by Cup. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Play action. It's gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Gall. His throw caught at about the 5. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Gall. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we got to get to the ball. Super. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, check right.
From the gun, here's Gall. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Show it up. Show it up.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
70, Indy. Let him know, let him know. Let's go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now it's the backup Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than him. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Door.
Now a toss. This is Geis. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
80 weapons. Smith.
To throw is Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith hands off to Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Bravo.
Gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now gone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 12 yards at a first down L.A.
First down, 38-yard line.
So don't say horrible.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the Redskins' 18-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180. Three bucks.
To throw on second and 6. Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Like 20.
They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football.